So the Battlefield 6 beta just concluded, at least the first attempt. Now, by the time that this video comes out, the second week of the open beta is also concluded, over and done for. Now, I have a few opinions about the game, and I'm gonna be honest, they're not necessarily all that good, because there's plenty of problems that I hope sincerely that they will fix. Hopefully. And the biggest one, we're just gonna get right into the big one. I did make a video complaining about secure boot requirement for Battlefield 6, and it is my most disliked video thus far. However, I still stand firm on everything that I said. I expect your user base to go into their BIOS and tinker around. Sure, there's guides and everything, and it isn't hard to do. There's a potentiality of something bad happening, of course, when you mess around in the BIOS. But oh boy, man, that's my children screaming. That's what I get. Now, where was I? Right. I still stand firm on what I said back then, but the biggest issue is the cheaters in the game. Really? And of course I could start off by mentioning this weirdo, this fucker. Oh boy. Now, it's a little bit up for debate because some of the flickering is possible. We do have like Shroud, who is capable of such things, but it is mighty suspicious. Especially the movement, because when you move like a regular person, as in your soldier, and you're aiming like that, either you spent a little bit too much time in the Kovac, like learning how to aim and not learning how to move, which is potentially true, but I've seen a lot of clips. I've seen a lot of clips about wall hacks and everything, and that's just the dum-dums that are recording themselves cheating. Just imagine. And the thing is, there's already a lot of aim assist in the game. That is one problem that I have with it. You don't really feel too much of it, I must say, but it is a lot easier to aim in this game than any other game. Now, maybe that is for compensation, since there is crossplay. So, maybe, but honestly, it doesn't really fit right with me. No, I want Battlefield to be a little bit more skill-based, that you actually have to aim, and still I'm not done with the point that there really is cheaters in the game. Since they did force us to enable secure boot, and every comment that I got on that video was, it's because of hackers, they want to, remove hackers, and they haven't been able to. So, yeah, my point stands even stronger now, I think. Boy, that's them. Now, personally, I didn't really encounter any that were obvious, but you can't really tell, since there isn't really that much of a kill cam. You can kinda see where the person that killed you was, but that's pretty much it. You're not really sure. Maybe they're hacking, maybe they're not. But, oh boy, that's gonna be an issue. Now, I would also like to say that the maps in the game, as fun as they are, there's just something about them. There's no Caspian border kind of feeling. You're very cramped. I mean, they're trying. I think they're trying to bring Battlefield back to be Battlefield, but I must be honest, it feels a lot like Call of Duty. Now it looks like they're gonna bring back Firestorm. That's a fun map. I would like to see how that goes. Here, away with you. And I am interested in Brooklyn, how this is gonna go. But one thing that I do want to complain about, and that is the grayscaling, that I'll call it. It looks very gray, looks very much like you're in a CO2-filled city. Even in the mountains, it doesn't really feel right. It looks like there's a filter on just to make it more gray, monotone. Like in Battlefield 3 and 4 and 1, to be fair, they were vibrant. You could easily just go around, explore to have a good time, but here you're constantly in, well, you're taking fire, you're firing, and the environment is very gray. So hopefully some of the other maps, I think we're gonna get 9 total maps. So hopefully they've stated that the maps that we've gotten for the beta are not the biggest ones, so that's good. We're gonna get bigger ones. That's something. Hopefully they're prettier. I mean, it is war, it's not necessarily supposed to look pretty, but I sincerely hope it is, because Caspian Border, the first time you logged into that, just a giant world. And another thing, even though, like, the mountaintops that, well, it's right here, it is a lot of up and down, but it's not like people are hiding way up in the mountains. like they used to be. Now, that's not necessarily a problem. I must say that I kinda enjoy always having something to shoot at and getting shot at. It's a lot of action all the time, every time, but that's not really Battlefield for me. If I wanted that, I would play Call of Duty. Now, another thing that I do want to talk about, and I do believe, let's see, who was that? We do have Level Cap. I'll leave a few links in the description, because Level Cap is one of the OGs of Battlefield, teaching people how to play with, pre-fire and cornering and all the good stuff. If you want to be a better Battlefielder, you should give him a go. But one of his points, since he is a Battlefield veteran, he has played most of them to a very exerted extent, yes, that the classes, oh boy, and I'm a little bit torn with this, because in Battlefield 2042, they did used a specialist, where basically the classes were non-existent. You could be whatever you wanted to be, and I don't like that. No, that's more Call of Duty. There's no reason to have a squad. I'm not sure. It looks like they want to make the cake and eat it too. They want both sides of the coin. They want you to be able to create your own character, your own class, and at the same time have class bonuses and such. I don't really feel too good about that. I liked the dichotomy. Is that the word? Maybe. That you chose to be a medic, and you would heal people. You chose to be a recon, you were spotting, you were exploding, and you were sniping. But you can just be a machine gunner as a recon. I mean, they're trying to incentivize you to pick the, specified weapon for the class because it gives you perks, but, really? And then they have game modes where you're forced to use those? It's just a little bit weird. And also, Force Gaming has some good points over here. I'll leave a link in the description to that too. Boy. But really? Cheaters? Cheaters? In this game? Even after secureboot? Say what? Right. Where was I? Cheating? I made a lot of points, oh boy. So as long as they fix the cheating in the game, that's gonna be awesome. I don't really understand why people are cheating, considering there's already implemented aim assist. Really now? And also, the vehicles feel good. They do feel good, except for the first time that I got into a plane. A jet. And a helicopter. Because I have some experience from 3 and 4, but there's something called vehicle assist. Helicopter and jet assist and that kind of stuff, and I just couldn't drive. Oh, that was bad. It was enabled by default. I'm not sure if it was for everyone, but at least it was for me, so... yes. And also, about hidden settings, there is a hidden setting with a compass, apparently, because you get those shoutouts calls that there's a sniper to your east, west, north, and whatnot, but you'd have no idea where that is, unless you enable it in the settings. So, again, could have told us about that. Oh, boy. Now, the hit detection is good, sometimes a little bit iffy. Not even as close as bad as it was in Battlefield 4 or 2042. Oh boy, that was horrendous. This, just sometimes you hide behind cover and you still die, just a little bit. So it's not the end of the world, but it needs some work. And again, as you can see in the map, I mean, it's not the worst looking, but I wish it was a little bit more vibrant. Caspian border feeling. I want that again, maybe. And also the maps are weird on the count that you can't really get on top of the biggest mountains. Sure, you can get in a chopper, and maybe. And there's some clips of people climbing on the top of a building in Cairo and just killing everyone because they're, well, I wouldn't say glitch their way up, but there are ways. And exactly where I'm aiming right here, there is a spot where you can just crawl inside of a rock and shoot all of the enemies without them ever noticing you, so it's gonna need some work. Indubitably, yes. But overall, I'm still itching to play some more, so hopefully they fix the majority of the bugs, like the visual bugs that are extremely annoying, and some of the hit detection, and hopefully the other maps are good. I've seen a little bit of, like, the Brooklyn and the cities and that sort of stuff. It looks cool. I want a little bit more open. But again, there's gonna be 9 maps, allegedly, at launch, and then probably a bunch more for DLC, so we'll see. I mean, the game is running good, it's looking good, and it feels good, which is the most important thing. It does give you the opportunity to just pick whatever gadget you want and whatever main hand you want, which they tried in 2042 with the Specialist, but that's not Battlefield, that's Call of Duty. I don't want to play Call of Duty. I want to play Battlefield. If I wanted to play Call of Duty, I would play Call of Duty. Same thing with all of the action. Constant action just reminds me more of Call of Duty. I want Battlefield to be Battlefield. And out of bounds, just on the side of here. Really now? Did my daughter just walk past? Maybe. Forces to enable secure boot, and there's still hackers. Multitude of hackers. And some are just blatantly showing it while live streaming. Of everything. And just imagine how many people are just doing it without recording. So hopefully they fix that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Boy. Really? So many negative comments in that video. They're doing it to get rid of the hackers. Oh, and there's so many hackers. Right. We're gonna end it right now. Hopefully I kill this guy. Come on. I didn't. I died. Meh. I still want to play. We'll see. $80. I don't think that's going to be a good price point for the game unless they split it up. $40 for the multiplayer, $40 for the single player. I would prefer 30, but what you gonna do? Inflation and that kind of nonsense. But if it doesn't even have a single player, what, $80 for just a multiplayer game? Really? We'll see. I'm still waiting for the second week of the beta. I'm gonna play it as much as I can. With the limited time that I have. But anywho, I think that we need to end it right now, so I think I'm gonna say, as always, until next time.